is brought to you by Captivating History. There is something so uniquely fascinating about the ancient Egyptians that has captivated historians, archaeologists, and the public for the last 200 years. And it's easy to see why. From the strange form of writing called hieroglyphics to the mysterious Sphinx, and from the macabre mummies to the Great Pyramid, ancient Egypt was an enigmatic land that attracted ancient Roman leaders and their militaries to the Egyptian seaports and British Egyptologists to its dusty temples and tombs. Much of our understanding of ancient cultures can be attributed to the ancient Egyptians, who left us many texts and treasures, monuments and myths that offer us tantalizing clues about the exotic and wondrous culture of ancient Egypt. Egypt is a very old land, with civilizations dating to around 5500 BCE. Historians divide ancient Egyptian history into thirds: the Old Kingdom, Middle Kingdom, and New Kingdom. In ancient times, the people of Egypt used the reigns of certain rulers as date markers, making it difficult for today's archaeologists to definitively date structures and monuments. But the Egyptians kept a record of their kings, or pharaohs, that scholars deciphered once they unlocked the key to translating the writing system of the ancient Egyptians. In ancient time and today, life in Egypt depends on the Nile River, the life-sustaining body of water that flows south to north, cutting through the inhospitable desert sands of the Sahara. The Nile is prone to seasonal flooding, which makes the land on either side of its shores rich and fertile, ideal for agriculture. It is a delicate balance, though. If the Nile floods too much, it can destroy fields and settlements. If it doesn't flood, the crops could wither and die, causing famine and starvation. The rich land along the Nile first led nomadic people to put down permanent agricultural settlements in ancient Egypt. As these settlements grew, trade and commerce began, class structures arose, and artists and craftsmen flourished. Interaction between the different settlements became more frequent as the people of ancient Egypt moved closer to establishing a unified kingdom. The climate of ancient Egypt was changing. Around 3600, the lands further away from the Nile were becoming drier and hotter, forcing more people to move to the banks of the Nile. The influx of people pushed the limits of the region's food-producing capabilities. As neighboring communities competed for resources, leaders ordered the construction of walls and other defense tactics. Three main kingdoms formed, and they battled each other for food and trade goods, and for precious stones and gold. After years of competition, one kingdom rose as the most powerful of the three, and its ruler, King Narmer, put an end to the conflicts and united the three kingdoms in 2950, making him the first true ruler of Egypt and the founder of the first nation-state in history. Under King Narmer, Egypt gained its national identity. He established a governmental system, created icons of royalty, such as the crown, and ordered the construction of large and ornate buildings as a show of the importance of the royal family. During King Narmer's reign, or shortly after,